Servants at home, I shouldn't come home with any more. 4 kids. Ho! 3 from here today. Good tax deductions too. Erica, instead of a 7-year contract, can we get the option out of my 7-minute contract? All I gotta do now is wear the printer's apron. Trust me, you'll be styling. Well, that's your dress. Hold the ears. Ah, cute little bunny. Let me see your little bunny. Just the bunny.
It came from Cincinnati. How smart they are. And it's all dolled up for the end of the Civil War, celebrating the end of the Civil War. So this dates back to then. Now this is one of my favorite things to tell you about. Dr. Miles and his colleague, Dr. Beardsley, were the first to describe a disease process called neurasthenia, characterized by anxiety, depression, insomnia, difficulty with interpersonal relations. Sound familiar? We call it depression. They also found that if you use extract of this plant, which is called the Ginseng root, G-N-T-I-E-N-E, not ginseng, but ginseng, that it helped these folks. And it helped them because it increased the transmission of the nervous impulse down the nerve. So it really was a scientific invention. Now, in preparing for all this, I did a bunch of research and I found out some fascinating things. At the same time, the very same year, 1882, that Dr. Miles came out with his routine, in Maine, another doctor came out with a soft drink that contained ginseng root. Now, you can't get this anymore, but you can get Moxie. And if you'd be interested in tasting it, we're selling it for $2 a bottle, and I have some over here. It's a root here. The thing's really quite good. It does have the ginseng root in it. So, what has Miles to do with printing is that we have the largest print shop in the English-speaking world. This is Elkhart, Indiana, at the turn of the century. This big building filling this entire block was what they called the General Dispensary. And he had 800 people working, 400 working in the print shop. And they produced some beautiful items, booklets, 4-color press, all letter press. They produced calendars. Every year they put out an almanac. They even had song books, joke books. Now, when they would go out into the field, they would stop by the newspaper office and they would trade them a fruit press for advertising space. It worked very well. Miles Laboratory still exists today. They make Alka-Seltzer.
Every book, every newspaper, from the days of Mr. Gutenberg, 1450, to the days of Ben Franklin, 1750, like this book here, all put together one letter at a time. That's about $50. You're welcome, Mom. Thank you. Okay. You guys stand on that side over there. Now, this is our first print of the day. We don't know how good it's going to go. That's why I chose you, Matthew, to be the printer. You will face the terror of the crowd if it doesn't come. Normally we put our press up here, but we've been still adjusting this press. It's not fully there, so we're going to make a good guess. It's called the tippet. Bring the tippet down very carefully. Don't drop it. Keep going. Don't drop it. Okay. I'm going to roll it under. Okay, now you're going to grab what's known as the devil's tail. Don't worry, this is okay. You're fine. Okay, you're going to grab, the printers always call this the devil's tail. You're now going to bring it all the way around, push it up into the cheeks. Keep going. Give it some home. First you got to give it a grunt. There you go. Ah! That wasn't much of a grunt. Ready? That's why we call it a printing press. 200 pounds of pressure per square inch. If you're not sure what 200 pounds per square inch feels like, you may put your finger underneath my foot.
Yeah, and a lot of places still do. Yeah, but that's, this is, no, it's a neat machine. I went to night school when I went to high school. I went to night school and I operate one because I just thought it was so neat. The way everything was moving around and the gears turning, everything was just timed just right. Well, here actually passes the line. So this width here, this number right here is the trimming knives. So that when it is pushed out over here, it actually goes through two knives that trim the sides like that. So you have to make sure that it's set for the right side.
If they're holding in place by magnets to keep it from sliding around, so this is a magnet. And then everything else is just referred to as furniture, just to add spacing.
Now what's that roll called?
Sprayer. Oh, we're not smug. If you just call it a roller, that's fine. You want to go ahead and press it? All you have to do is line this up with a notch.
With a handle like this?
Yep. So this will bend too, so there you go. Press it in place and then you just push down. You'll feel it pop and you're done. And there you go. Bag to slide it into. It'll stay wet for a little over an hour or so. It'll stay wet enough to transfer onto things to keep away from your clothes. By the end of the day, it'll be completely gone of all tackiness and everything. No problem. What's it? Just print. I have the date, July 4th, 2011. Or we can remove that altogether and you can just do any images you want. You want to do it with Benjamin Franklin in it? And you want to do it on a poster? All you're going to do, line this up with a notch right there. It'll come straight up. There you go, now push it in. You'll feel it pop and it's done. There you go. And then you pull back up. Pretty simple. And there we go. Do you want a bag to put it in?
Fear not, Mr. Adams.
And that one's also about 1850. And that was for people, they would actually keep them if they were wealthy in their parlor. And then when they had dinner parties and things like that, they would could print either the bill of fare or they could print a piece of poetry and they have their own printing press. So that's kind of a neat one too.
Very nice.
Yeah, there. Yeah. And
I got a message from somebody who went through there by. But your side profile is very attractive. Yes. They don't let you look up. They don't let you do anything.
Well, and now that Whitey Bulger has been caught, you can move up on their list. And
then bring it on back.
How'd you find out about Target and Amazon?
Well, first somebody who was at the night shift with us, the first time we did the public one, we can do it either way. It didn't work well every day. It wasn't post that fast.
So what?
One letter at a time. So let me do our printing. Right. This one we're going to break. Prestige will probably do a little bit of printing if you want to get a chance to print your Declaration of Independence on the Colonial Press. This is our oldest press in the collection. Those are the have the seats.
Pray, sir, Jefferson survives? Nay, madam, that fine and goodly fellow Thomas Jefferson, be he alive? Mr. Jefferson is sure a grand and upstanding fellow. But it's with much reluctance I am obliged to state that while he is blinded by prejudice and so warped by prejudice that he is unfit for the office that he holds, however wise and scientific as a philosopher. As a politician, he is a child and the dupe of party.
fear not, Mr. Adams. Jefferson survives.
Thomas, can that truly be you?
Yes, Mr. Adams. I am alive and well. Well, maybe not alive, but well. I'm quite certain I'm dead. You don't look very much alive yourself. Then with you it was always hard to tell.
Pray, good friend, if you are piqued at my last outburst, I apologize for want in good spirit and mind, but... Ted?
Both of us, most assuredly. What place be this?
Ted?
Why, such an arrangement of books. Plato, Socrates, Voltaire, Newton, Bacon. Ah, Locke.
Doth not care for this dead business, Mr. Jefferson. There be no future in it.
Outstanding. Why, these books rival my library in Monticello. Such books abound. 'Tis sweet heaven to me. Why, don't that take a ragging off the bush? Look at these fine scientific instruments, oddities. I doth know them only too well. Why, this be the library of Dr. Benjamin Franklin.
Franklin? This be Franklin's?
I'd stake my life on it. Spent, as it is.
Well, if this be Franklin's, we can certainly rule out.
When I do it at home, it's all over.
All right, return puppy.
I'm waiting for him to say something. I'm all you say.
You get a special badge for that?
Do you have a special badge for that?
These aren't here.
And there's another one that people keep on repeating again and again and again. New York. New York.
Yeah, yeah. New Jersey.
It's like pulling teeth.
You want to just print this?
I'm not only gonna print that. Well, I'm gonna print this.
Okay, throw it on.
Bill and those three guys.
There you go. Alright.
That's not all.
Okay.
You want a Liberty Bell? Tom.
Alright, you got a Liberty Bell.
I think that's enough. That's all that'll fit. That's a
See what you got. What is that? Nope, that won't print. That's a Nike. See? Okay. A couple of presidents, a bell, and a baseball playing dinosaur.
perfect. Perfect.
What else you got?
Okay, that's it, honey pie.
Rosalind.
Wait.
You take all your time and you pick it out and then you want to rush. Knock it out. Give it love.